Afternoon. It's a hot one here today. It's gosh, when I last talked it was 35 degrees. And I went out for a brief walk this morning, wearing my hat, protecting my head, of course. And yeah, it's the first time I've felt warm in a long time. And it was lovely. It's nice to have the summer back. And this is the good part about Australia. I mean, as a rule, it's hot. The winter this year apparently has been particularly cold and wet. As I said, I've never seen so much rain in all my life, and it seemed that there was more rain here than what there was in the UK, to be honest. But it couldn't have been, to be honest. It just felt that way. I suppose because me and Daryl just haven't actually experienced a winter for a very very long time. So years, several years. So yeah, it was winter, and yeah, it wasn't great. Not something I wouldn't want to experience every year. I mean, if I could live somewhere else in the winter, that'd be perfect. Anyway, so yeah, we recovered from the holiday, and it's back into normal work mode really, and yeah, that's part of life. So you do get those holiday blues for a while, and I certainly have had them. I'm just finishing the blog actually, so I'm on the sort of the last one now, and I shall sort of publish that later. So this is the reason I'm doing a vlog, because I just don't have time to put pen to paper until the travel blog's finished. So and today I've been, where did I go today? I'll have my seventh COVID jab. Number seven. Now in Australia, they are doing them every 6 months, and I like that because if there's a jab, I'll have it, and I think everyone should. And I sort of went in there today. I could pick what jab I wanted, so she said, "Which one did I want?" I said Moderna. That's the one I've had all the way along the line, apart from AstraZeneca in the UK for the first couple of times. And I haven't had Pfizer because I mean, Daryl said there were side effects of Pfizer anyway, but I haven't heard great reports about Pfizer in all honesty. So I've avoided that one. So Moderna, and I'm feeling okay-ish. I'm feeling a little bit wiped out. Arms a little bit sore, but I'm just thankful that I'm actually able to have that jab. So it's great that Australia is doing that. And then I had to go and get my eyes tested and my hearing done. So anyway, I've had my hearing. I have got some hearing loss in my right ear, and I guess that's really just to do with old age. And it's something I just need to keep a close eye on, apparently. So I don't need a hearing aid, thank God. Um, I'm a little bit too young for that, I think. That's what I said to him. I said, I'm not having a hearing aid at my age. He said, no, you don't need one yet. So he said, don't worry about it. He said, just keep an eye on it. And he said, if you notice you're having to turn the telly up a little bit more, then there's a reason for that. And Daryl said to me yesterday about the me having the TV too high, and he can't hear his TV, which is even higher actually, because I think he's even more deaf than what I am. So just got to keep an eye on it. And I guess two old men growing old together is maybe a recipe for disaster. I don't know. Uh, so anyway, yeah, had my eyes done. My eyes are worse than what they were, which is understandable. Now in the dear old UK, I went to Asda Opticians, and I think I paid £130 for two pairs of varifocals. In Australia, the only opticians I could find is Specsavers, and I booked an appointment. Now, an eye test is $77, but actually, because I got a Medicare card, it's actually free. So I got that free, and that's better than the UK because I had to pay for my test there. I think it was nearly £30, was about $60 equivalent, and I then paid a total. I think it was five $600 for two pairs of multifocal glasses. So it's significantly more money than what it is in the UK. But once again, it's Australia. It's what you expect. Glasses are nice. A little bit different to what I got now, which is good. And I should be able to see in high def. I've got some super high def lenses, so that's good. Super high def thin lenses, which is good. And so I look forward to getting those in a couple of weeks. As weeks go, it's really been exhausting. I've had such an exhausting week. I've been so busy at work getting things sorted. We've sort of gone, how can I put it? We've gone digital, so everything has to be scanned through a system, which I've been doing permanently, or it seems like permanently since I've been back. So we've just finished all that, and that's now done. And now we just got to sort of maintain that going forward. But it has been really tiring. Some days I've been at sort of 6:30 in the morning and not finishing until nearly 6 o'clock at night. So they've been really long days, and I'm lucky enough to have a 3-day weekend this weekend. So that's great. I'm so thankful for that because I need it. I need the rest. Tomorrow we are going out for a meal, so we're going to a place called the Inglewood Hotel. I'm not sure what it's like. Had some really good reports on it. Food's supposed to be wonderful. So, as I said, we make that time every week to go out for a meal, and that's important. It's certainly important to us. Something we have to do. We don't have an amazing social life, but that's really not too much of an issue for us at the moment. And yeah, we're sort of planning. We've got some guy coming out on Monday to look at double glazing. So it's not a usual thing in Australia, double glazing, but we do live near a main road, and we are kind of thinking about insulating the house, certainly for the next winter. So we've got a guy coming out to give us a quote. Now, I did do a quote online, and for one window alone, I think it was $2,500. So it really isn't cheap over here. But we're going to see. We'll see how much it's going to cost, and then go from there. Because I think it's a necessary evil. And although Australians don't have it, I think it's probably wise that you do. It's more secure as well, and living near a main road, it's advisable. So we are going to get that done. So, arm is getting sore actually. So yeah, I've got a sort of a dead arm. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. I just wanted to say, look, what's happened in Israel. I mean, I don't normally talk about things like this too much, but I don't think I've ever been so shocked in my life to see what I've seen, especially on social media. And I don't think it's necessarily appropriate to have these kind of things on social media. They're graphic, they're appalling, and they're bad. I'm really upset by the things I've seen, and I'm upset that people are talking about one that they don't seem to see death in Israel, young babies being shot and beheaded and soldiers, as important as a free Palestine. Both of those things are equally as important. But really, people, we should be talking about these deaths because it was medieval, barbaric. It was absolutely. I literally cried. It's horrendous to see the pictures I've seen and to see the pictures we've all seen. Really take a step back and think about the things you say on social media. Not having a care for the death of children is awful. Yes, Palestinian children are dying, and yes, it's equally as bad. But remember, it was Hamas that started this. They went in and massacred 1,200 people so far. Whole villages, a festival. Come on, this is evil. And you need to condemn this. People need to condemn what's happened. And remember what the Jewish community have gone through. Remember, 6 million Jews died in the Second World War. Do you forget how Israelis regard human life? They regard it as so important after those events, and rightly so. And I think all of us need to think, this isn't right. We need to stand up for things that aren't right in this world. Empathy. Have empathy for people, whatever you do. Anyway, take care.